What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy with Fireplace Friday, and you might see all these different things that are happening here. It's October, so these are my little Fireplace Friday outfits. Here, check that one out. That one's hilarious. Let's see what the next one is. There we go. There's a Fluesbrothers one. That's kind of matches us, right? Pretty cool. I don't know how you shut this thing off. So you might just have to put up, oh, here, let's see if we can shut that off. Hey, all right, let's see here. Let's see our live video. There we go. Okay, I think I got it off. All right, that was fun. Hey, what are we going to talk about today here at Fluesbrothers World Headquarters? We're in October, and the phones are ringing off the hook. Happens every year. We've got 20 employees here, and we're getting booked up. So I've said it 100 times, 1,000 times. If you want something done before the end of the year, you better be calling now. Why? Because the people that procrastinate and wait till the last minute, they end up possibly with lesser service or a bad contractor or what have you. Not saying all contractors are bad, but we hear it all the time. I had to get it done quick, and the guy that can get it to me quick didn't do that good of a job. Now, the problem is with these is usually they've had multiple people out before we finally get the call or whatever. Maybe they didn't like the price. Maybe they thought, someone should be coming out for nothing. Maybe this, maybe that. And they have other people do work or they don't show up, or they charge them something that sounds like a great deal and they find out real fast it's not that great of a deal, or they basically have also been told, hey, we paid that guy to leave. Basically, we just gave him the money because we didn't want him here anymore. So unfortunately, most of us homeowners have some of those stories. Maybe it's out of desperation. Maybe it's out of, hey, I didn't see the value in it. But what ends up happening is we eventually get that call, whether or not we had it from the first or we got it at the tail end. But they call and they go, hey, I've had 5 other companies out here and none of them could solve it, and I was told to call you guys, but I need guarantees because I've already paid a lot of people to do this. And we go, well, did the other people that came out did you need guarantees from or what have you? I mean, come on, there's no guarantees in life. That's an old saying. Heard it since I was a little one. But we want to help you, and we have a system, and we know what we're doing and things of that nature. So I actually coined a term because we've heard a lot of that. Usually it starts popping up this time of year. Well, we had a guy and they did a repair. We bought this house and the previous owners had this repair. Now we're finding out that the repair didn't work, or it's leaking water, or it's smoking our fireplace. And now I need you to give me all these guarantees, and I need these deals in writing, and I need this, and you got to do that if I'm going to hire you and everything. We go, wait. This is not a good relationship. It has to be win-win for both parties. And when you have these expectations because you've been taken advantage by somebody else, you probably didn't hire the right person in the first place. So what do we call that? Here's the term I've coined. Contractor PTSD, which is definition when a customer has been burned by multiple contractors and is overly cautious or demanding to other contractors because of past experiences. Now, I know that that's tough, but at the same time, you want to be patient when you need service. You also want to make sure, hey, I probably don't want to be booking a ski trip in the middle of a busy season. Same thing with chimney sweeps and everything. We need to think ahead. We need to plan ahead. And we don't want to, because we'll get a ton of phone calls the day before a holiday. I've got 100 people coming over, and I've got to have a fireplace working, and come out and wave your magic wand, and you're going to guarantee that this works, or does that price include anything that needs to be done to it, and all these other pie-in-the-sky things. When in reality, a little bit better planning, a little bit more patience, a little bit more, getting some references, talking, doing some research, making sure the company that you're dealing with has trained, credentialed people, good reputation, things of that nature. And then also, the other thing I always tell people is when they go, yeah, I looked at your reviews. You guys have a ton of reviews and a lot of positive ones and things of that nature. I always, when I hire someone too, I always look, okay, if they have a lot of reviews, do they respond to them? If it's a good review, are they responding, hey, thanks a lot, we appreciate you, you're great. And then everybody's going to get some bad reviews because you can't make everybody on earth happy. Same thing in business as it is in life. Maybe someone had a bad expectation. Maybe someone had a bad experience. Maybe, who knows? Was it our fault? Is it their fault? It just depends. But you want to make sure that the company is responding to those good reviews and bad reviews and how they respond to them. And then I always look for consistencies in those things. I also consider, was I referred to them by a friend or what have you? Back in the day when I first got into this, we built this business on referrals. And it was funny because basically people would call and they say, well, we'd almost have to tell them, hold, slow down. We need to go over the service and go over pricing with you. Well, it doesn't matter. A friend of mine, I trust this friend, referred us, and his word is gold. Now it's a little different. People will take references off of random people. They'll put it out on Facebook. Hey, I'm looking for this person. I've done it myself. I'm looking for someone to do my driveway. I'm looking for someone to do my chimney. They'll put it on Nextdoor and some of those things. Hey, who's used these? Any people in the neighborhood or whatever, which is nice because you would think your neighbors, if they had a good experience with somebody, maybe that person kind of knows a little more about the neighborhood and your houses and things like that. Because most of the houses, the whole neighborhood was built by a builder or two, so a lot of them are very similar. Things of that nature, but. Now people will get a referral, and then after they get that referral, they'll go to the web and they'll look at reviews and they'll look at their website and they'll kind of look at this or that. Then they call, and then a lot of times they have more questions than what we used to get. So that's an interesting shift that's happened over the last 22, almost 23 years, that it used to be, hey, I'm going off of this guy's word. He said call you guys, and you guys are the ones to go with, and I'm dead set on that. Now it's, oh, okay, you've used that person. Well, let me do a little background checking, a little research. So it's kind of nice having all these extra pathways to look at, and make sure you're hiring someone proper. The whole point of that is make sure you do a little research. Also, when you hire a contractor or whatever, you need to, good morning, Donovan, you need to consider, I don't want to have a one-off experience with a company. I want somebody that's going to, keep good records. Anytime I have an issue, I can call them. They know me. We've got a relationship. If you are the type that goes, okay, I'm going to see how much I can milk out of this relationship and get as much as possible out of it, and then I don't care if I ever use that company again or whatever, that's probably not a good way to be. Because it's just going to lead to animosity. Also, you might need something in the future, and you want to be one of those customers that people are excited when you call. It's great to see you again. We definitely want to go out there and do a good job for everybody, and it's a good relationship. Be kind to these people. The reason I'm bringing up all this, not only the customer PTSD and just kind of sounding the silliness, because I think a lot of people have considered themselves burned by somebody in their life, or some sort of a contract, or you've got something that nobody can figure out, and eventually you find that magical person. Don't put those limits on that magical person, because honestly, that magical person is probably extremely loaded up, and they don't need the extra whatever it is that you're bringing to the table because you've had a bad experience with somebody else. It is not their fault. It isn't their fault. You're lucky you found that person that's going to be able to help you out. But they deserve to be paid. They deserve respect. They don't deserve, special requirements or whatever, because it's just going to drive them away. And a lot of people think, well, if I make a phone call to somebody, they have to come out and service me or what have you, and they have to do this and they have to do. Private businesses can choose. If you've ever seen the signs, we reserve the right to refuse service to anyone or whatever. That's because they've had to deal with those types before, and you don't want to be that type. Don't want to be that guy or gal. You don't want to be extremely demanding. You want to make sure you're giving people some time, paying attention, so you can get what you need and they can give what they want to give, and then it's a great relationship. So Just more tips, especially this time of year. Certain companies and certain businesses, not just chimneys, get extremely busy and backed up, and they have to make a big part of their budget in order to be able to be in business and stick and be able to service you for years and years and be extremely helpful. So just make sure up front, if you have certain expectations or if you have certain questions or whatever, don't wait until until that company gets to the house, goes through everything, does their full service. It's kind of like restaurants. Restaurants, all of them are throwing up these signs. I keep on seeing them on Facebook. People are, please be kind to your server. They decided to come to work today. They're doing their best. We're understaffed. All that stuff. The silly part about that is that people have to put those types of signs out. Why not be kind? Why not, be understanding? Don't be in such a hurry all the time. If you're in a hurry, that's your problem. It's not whoever else is out there. If you were in their spot, you wouldn't want to deal with somebody that's excessively demanding or whatever. People should be happy and excited to go to work every day, and you need people who are going to do this or that. Went to dinner last night with a friend, and and it took a while for it to get out. You know what? It's going to take a while. It is. It's going to take a while. I'm not there for a quick meal. If you're there for a quick meal, you need to go to Chipotle or McDonald's or something that turns that meal around fast. This was a bar and grill. Had a nice chicken sandwich, things of that nature. But you got to be patient. And I've been tipping a little extra on everybody because people are, people are deserving. God bless those people for coming to work and doing a good job. And keeping things rolling for us, But it's sad that we have to have a sign out that says, "Please be nice to people." Why don't we just be nice in the first place? Let's be, big, nice, cordial. Not everybody's out to get you. Not everybody is there at your beck and call. We all need to work together as a team to get what both of us need in life. Because believe me, people are very good, generous people. It's other people and relationships that they don't take the time to set up and always too busy that stresses you out and freaks you out. And I know I get that way, and I just got that way this week because we're on that flip switch, and I try to recognize that, okay, I've been working like 12 hours a day, and it's now Thursday, Friday, and every little thing is aggravating me. I'm being counterproductive. I probably just need to step away and do my work over here, away from everybody, because all my decisions are going to be, I've got too much going on, so they're going to be quick and harsh and brr, 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 So realize where you're at on that stuff. Slow down a bit. Be safe. Make sure you're planning things out, because there's not a whole lot right now. Everybody's got a little bit of a shortage in labor and things of that nature, so you're having to wait a little longer. It's very, very hard running a business right now with all the little shortages and stuff not in stock and things of that nature. Everybody's doing their best. All of that stuff. And hopefully, I think it'll turn around. People say, well, it's not going to get any better until 2023 or whatever. I believe that a lot of people I'm talking to and people of the United States are very resilient. I think we're going to find workarounds on all this stuff. It's just going to take a little time. Seen that happen over all the years that I've been on this planet. It's amazing, the resilience and the creativity and everything of all these people out here. That's why I love going out in the field, even though I'm usually stuck in the office running the company, doing stuff, ordering things, building relationships. I do love to go out and meet customers because I always find it fascinating what they do to provide for this world and for the cities and people they work for and everything else. It's just amazing to me, and I love hearing stories. I love meeting people, and I found in general, overall, at least 98% of the people, if not 99%, are genuinely good people. If they're a little short or a little stressed or whatever, it's usually because they are running way too fast or they're a little extended beyond their means, and if everything doesn't work out just perfect, their attitude is reflecting it. So just realize it's kind of turned into a therapy session, but I speak from experience. You got to level that stuff out. You got to work with people, but find a good team. If you own a house, we're going to have a good team. These are my peeps. I've got a good plumber. I've got a good, basic people you need. I got a good contractor when I can, afford to do some upgrades. Got a good painter. Got this, got that. Anything that you don't do yourself. I found that as I get older, I just don't want to do a lot of that stuff myself anymore. I remember painting my house when we first moved in 10 years ago, 15 years ago, what have you. I look at it now, I think I'm going to hire a painter. So we need to, in order for me to find a good painter, I'm going to talk to friends. I'm going to possibly keep my eyes open when I'm driving down the road. If I see someone doing a good job or someone that did a good job, I'll go, hey, who painted this place? It looks great. Oh, that was so-and-so. I'm going to call so-and-so. We're going to have a chat. I'm going to do a little checking. I've already got one good reference. They had a good experience. See how long ago it was. Make sure they can take my job on. Be very honest. Hey, if you're too backed up and you can't get to me, I just need to know so I have that expectation set, communicate that. And, any other expectations I've got, hey, I'm awesome. I don't want to bill. I want to pay for it when it's done. And I want to pay with a credit card. Do you take credit card? Ask those things. Don't just assume them at the end, and then you're angry, and then you're stressing everybody out and all that stuff. So have those little lists, and make sure they're all reasonable. And hey, if they don't fit that list, then hunt for the next one. You might find out that entire industry doesn't fit your list at all, so you're gonna have to have some bends. So, anyways, just some good tips. We want to avoid contractor PTSD. Which, again, when we go back over to that, as we're ending here, I'm going to flip that camera. Contractor PTSD definition: when a customer has been burned by multiple contractors and is overly cautious or demanding to other contractors because of past experiences. All right. Have a great weekend. It's supposed to be nice. I think we're going to get a little rain next week here in Kansas City. But I think the weather's changing. We got some 70-degree weather. Good times to be outside, spending time with family, riding motorcycles, driving slingshots, having the top down, letting your hair loose, opening windows, maybe even having a good fire in your fireplace. Have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.